Yo, what's good, bro? I'm not finna lie, it's been a minute since I've been on this bitch for real. But not really an intro. You may be wondering, what's that sound in the background? Shut up. I'm in the kitchen. Why? I'm eating cereal. When I'm not in the room eating cereal, I don't feel like it. I feel like standing up right now, you know? Cause I know if I sit down, I'm not gonna speak as much, but I'm speaking like I'm kind of low. I'm gonna probably turn the volume up on this bitch anyways. So, anyways, why am I here? It's been a minute. It's been 3 days. I know. You're gone. Where are you? Shut up. No. Sorry, like could be mean, but anyways, I need to talk about something. Not really talk about something, but just listen. Sorry, the cereal is so good, but yeah. Anyways, I'm here because I do like not do. I've been working on something. I've been trying to work. I'm not gonna say what. I mean, I'm not gonna say what I'm doing because I believe in like, saying things too soon or too late. It goes a long way. And then on top of that, just on putting it out there, people might take your ideas or about all that good stuff. But there's something I want to do with the AIs. When I say AIs, I mean the actual bots that we all run into. Excuse me. And I would say this, I'm also doing like a random like loadout. Like I'm doing loadouts like I might like. So Ash, this is one of them. Like vertical grip suppressor, ACOG, and not using her R4C. So and yeah, I thought it would been a cool loadout. I'm currently testing it out. But yeah, why I'm here for one reason only. I got so off track. I'd want to make this channel for like newcomers. And you may think, well, don't every Siege channel has that? I mean, I get that they do have like the tips and tricks, but I'm not doing just tips and tricks. I'm doing like an actual channel for like AIs. It's like strictly you're probably going to only see like training ground gameplay and T-Hunt. When I say T-Hunt, I mean like the AIs, not like the dummies. But yeah, like I'm gonna make my channel strictly on those game modes. You would probably only see like an actual game footage, like standard, probably on TikTok. You might, well, you will, but posting wise, you might. So if you're just wanting to watch like random clips on TikTok, I'll put my TikTok on the screen. Like, and don't get me wrong, playing Rainbow doesn't get tiring or boring. It does, but like when you really want to play it, you like it's nonstop. But to really get on topic, it's like I want to make this channel like when I say strictly, like I mean it, like strictly for my AIs. Like people who like play at a different pace, slower. Sorry, I'm still eating the cereal. Like they play like slower, faster. They play like at a different pace, or just overall like they play at like a different skill base. And I want to be that person to be there, you know, at least for their mental. Like they probably wouldn't like me or don't even know me, but at least I can understand where they're coming from, and like I could just help, and of course I'm gonna like try to get games in, but mainly I'm gonna be just playing AIs and like bots and stuff, just to like get the feel of, not really the feel for me, but the feel for like the people who would watch this video. Be like, okay, you know disregard my pace or movement, I can still hit my shots. That's all that matters, hitting your shots. But then again, when you hit your shots, you would know how to actually control recoil, and like try to get like, you would honestly and genuinely build a pattern on like how would you like get to play Siege. And I want this channel to be that support. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with like doing like just tips or like show and tell. Like there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like people don't really learn like that when it's like the game is too complex. Because you can tell someone put a rotate, they would listen to you, but they wouldn't know why you're doing it. So it would be out of like confusion and not realizing you're making this so you can move around. But little did they know, they're just using the doorways back and forth and not realizing that rotate is for you. That's what I call a rotate, you know? So just telling a bot to like make a rotation, it doesn't help them at all, but just do what you command, basically, you know? And like, they don't even realize that's like a game changer, that from that one hole alone, you know? And it goes a long way, but like I said, it's just, I don't know, like I want to be that person to come on here and like explain to you why do you do these things, not just do it, you know? It's like, okay, I'm doing it, now what? You have to like actually explain to these people why do you do these things and like how does it benefit you, pros and cons, good and bad. Like let these people know like, okay, if you do this, this can cost you, but don't be so afraid or so alarmed because it can cost you, yes, but it's made for you to play on, you know? It's like everything is not going to be like 100%. It's going to be 50-50, and those 50-50s come from other good players that you go against, you know? It's like you will probably could run around with Ash in your first time playing Siege and get an ace. Good stuff, but if you keep doing that, you're gonna run into someone who knows how to stop that Ash rush. So it's like you can't even fathom how many solo queuers strictly got better just by playing by themselves. But that's not the main topic. The main topic is like, bro, if you're gonna want to play Siege, you have to be willing to learn and listen. And how you learn is by dying. You watch people, you learn by people, you listen, you pay attention. Pros and cons, like you can never escape the allegations of that, you know? And I just like honestly hope Siege X does clear its history of, you know, being weird. And like, yeah, and like new people come in, you know, they enjoy Siege. And I'm not gonna lie, new people coming in is even better because now it's like we can meet and see full new potential, you know? Like, look, I stop him, bro. Like he changed the game, you know? Like he's changing the fucking game, bro. And like it can be like you never know. You never know who could be the next good player if you never let someone play Siege. You know, it's like, bro, if you're a newcomer, just play Siege, and like I guarantee you, if you play it long enough and take it serious in some type of way or in your own understanding, you would be better than the average person, just based off being better in like some attribute. Like, hey, like for me, for example, if I know a player is better than me, like in gunplay, I'm gonna outsmart him. Like I already have aim. I'm not gonna fight aim with aim, knowing I'm gonna lose all the time. I'm gonna outsmart him. So you could be smart in all different kind of ways in Siege. You know, just being a bot and putting like a preset C4. I've never done that before. A preset C4 with Valkyrie. You just watching it. You just walk over it. Boom, it explodes. You know, get the kill. And something small like that, you know, and like I just feel like me personally is like that's how I kind of operate, just like trying to beat the person in what they're bad at. Is like, hey, if you got good aim, I'm gonna outsmart you. If you feel like, you know, like it goes a long way on just trying to like be ahead of someone, but it's also knowing their weaknesses, and that's where it all falls under, and just being better than someone else in Siege. It's knowing their weaknesses. It's like, hey, everyone has them. But when I say weaknesses, I feel like with Siege, it's not like a bad weakness. It's just a weakness that they don't tend to like practice, you know? Like, for example, you can say, shit, you can say one person plays Siege. I don't have no names to say, so I'll just say this. You can say person A plays Siege like all day long, like he's like a top champ, blah blah blah. And then you have player B who plays Siege barely, but he has a good headset. That champ he's fighting, like in his game, let's say for example A and B have a game with each other, you know, and it gets kind of crazy. Let's just say A is better with his shooting, but then B is better with his game sense. So all in the end is like this A ranked champ is getting beaten by the sound and like the map control. this B player has, so he has to play highly more advanced than he does averagely, because this B player is not an average B player, you know. So something like that just shows like, how can you be better than an average person just based on knowing, like, you know, sound cue, you know, map control, aim, you know, it goes a long way. And like, I want to be that. And also I'm doing like random like gun classes. I already said that, but yes, I'm doing random. And I'm not gonna lie, to your mind, that was kind of like, you know, mumbo jumbo. This gun is not bad. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this setup is not bad. You might think, why does it have no grip? It's just fat ass scope. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm sorry. I don't care, bro. It's my gun, bro. You know, my Johnson. But yeah, you know, like always, have fun and GG's.